I am Kim Marshall. It's 9:29. I'm Kim Marshall from Swell Public Relations. I'm also the host of the Global Wellness Summit podcast. And these calls are done in association with the Global Wellness Summit collaboration calls that happen every Tuesday and Thursday, where leaders around the world come together to talk about the state of the industry, best practices right now during the COVID-19 shutdown. And this initiative we're doing is asking leaders in 10 minutes, just 5 questions about how they're coping during the shutdown. And we hope to really share with you tips and inspiration, because we all need that. I'd love to wave at each of you, but if I do that, last time I waved, I turned the camera the wrong way and showed my husband sitting at his desk, and he wasn't ready for that. So pretty soon we're going to hear from Davide. I will also tell you the story that I was able to visit the Davinas. I have to say Davinas and Davide, because that's not the way I say David, but we're going to get better at it. Anyway, about 2 years ago when the Global Wellness Summit was in Italy, I was able to visit the Davinas campus. It's an eco village, and it is so amazing. It's like Google or all those places you eat an organic lunch as part of the whole event, and had a treatment right there in the headquarters. Now I think Davide is here. Yay! Okay. Add. We're all new at this. And we're waiting. That's not it. Uh-oh. Hansol. Here we go. Add. Waiting. Here he is. Do you guys like my background? Isn't it nice? We're trying to get you something inspirational to watch. He should really be hooking up anytime. Anyway, I got to visit, and I stayed in Parma. Oh, hello. There he is. Move your camera down, Davide. Move your camera down so we can see you.
Camera down a little bit.
Yeah, down. Look at that. He's sitting in his headquarters. Even more. There you go. And he'll tell us what those all are. Thank you so much for joining us. I see your COVID beard there, shut-in beard, right?
Yes, but I'm still working every day.
Yeah, me too. Now listen, we met a couple decades ago when we had the International Spa Association Summit in Montecatini. And I remember thinking, oh, how cute. He's starting a boutique skincare company. How nice. How wrong was I? A global powerhouse. But Davide, can we jump right into the questions? Is that okay? Okay, here we go. Number 1, when did you realize that COVID-19 might be more serious than you first thought?
Well, it has been really a crescendo. Before, in Europe, we never had anything like this. Sometimes, you see some Asians with masks, and you ask yourself, why they're wearing the mask?
Right.
I never understood. Are they sick, or maybe they want to protect? I was a bit confused. Then now we know all about masks. Now we became experts, and the crescendo has been starting the end of February, because we had few people that got sick. One quite strong. He had to go to intensive care, and we were one of our top managers, and we were concerned about him, and hopefully, we were lucky. Everything went well. So now we recover totally. But of course, at the beginning is denial. You think, "Oh, I can't believe it's not. It can be. It's not possible." Then you start to realize, and then you have all sorts of different
emotions,
different feelings.
Well, we in America look to you in Italy, because I'm telling you, I have so many friends there, and we were so emotional hearing how hard your beautiful country was hit. But tell us, if you don't mind sharing, the range of feelings you've had during this pandemic.
Well, it's for sure uncertainty, because you have to learn. So it's a lot of learning. Fear, because you don't know, how far it can go. It's very, this virus is very tricky. You have many people that tell opposite things, and when it comes to managing it, between you listen to World Health Organization, and then the government, and then the scientists, it becomes a bit messy because nobody has it very well together.
I know.
But the feelings are different. Now it's about why. So I've done a lot of thinking about why that happened.
But Davide, you have a degree in pharmacy, so you know at the front lines the chemical reaction and treatments and the race for a cure and that sort of thing. So you bring different insights to it.
Yeah. Yes, of course. You know this type of epidemics have been with us since centuries, right? Since forever. But recently, my why is more about how we as human beings inhabit the planet, and all these work that I've done on sustainability, and now is more about resilience and resistance than sustainability. Is like the step forward, right?
Right.
Because you see that you go through all these different type of systemic crises. The environmental one, you have the economic one, then you have the social, and then you have the climate change, and now you have the sanitary, and then in the future we will have it seems that the next one is going to be the IT crash because of so it's how we inhabit the planet, how we live among other species. We know how how is the spillover. All these we learn, all of us, about the spillover phenomenon. So it becomes kind of more and more evident, that something has to change. We cannot. We have to learn something, and we cannot expect the business as usual. Even though even 100 years ago there were viruses, and we were much less.
Yeah.
Therefore, we cannot say that is our fault today. It's a kind of nature. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I think we need to find a better way to inhabit the planet.
Well, I know that your corporation does so many things for the planet. It's a B Corp. You'll explain that. But right now, I also see your Instagram and how patriotic Comfort Zone has been with the colors of the Italian flag and a lot of things that you're doing. But give me 3 things that have given you hope during this pandemic. 3 things.
Well, hope is generosity that you see on people when there is there is need. You see that people come out with a good heart. So we are human beings are they are generally good, but most of the time we forget about that.
I know.
We are too busy. But so generosity for sure. Another thing that gives me hope is that I think that people, of course, start to question more and more the reason why we are into these things, and I think that this a very special period, of course, is giving us the opportunity to look at to redefine priorities and what is more important, what is less important, and also learning new techniques and tools. For example, in these last 30 days, I've learned so much on certain aspects that now I kind of master that I couldn't. It would have taken without that situation years to learn all of that. For example, we are becoming all experts on video conferences now. And so that is there are new ways to live, and it's better business than usual.
Well, those are very hopeful things. Generosity, questioning why, and learning on your feet to be creative and doing better business practices. Now, you are a business leader. We all look to you for an example and inspiration, Davide. So share something you've done as a business leader for a charity or your employees that might be an example for others. And I'll give you a hint. Good Hope Gel.
Here you go. Okay, so as you know, this virus is very strong, it's very tricky, but if you use alcoholic solution to clean your hands, it's enough to inactivate the virus. So as soon as it happened, we noticed that it was missing in many shelves of drugstores. So we have built, we had the formula ready because we were, for the last epidemics, we had already a ready formula. So we produced 150,000 pieces, and we gave it away to many hospitals, firefighters, nursing homes, police.
And did you make those in, well, you have such
FEMA, this type of, Italian FEMA.
Is it more natural than other hand sanitizers in general?
More natural. You need to have at least 60% alcohol.
Oh, I see. So you had to make it work.
So, because that is, you have, there are some active ingredients. For example, tea tree oil is antiviral, but we had the formula. We had to go fast, so we have some essential oils in the formula.
Oh.
But it's kind of a simple formula because it has to be active,
quick and ready.
And alcohol is the thing is that you have usually when you have high percentage of alcohol, your hands are dry, right? So there is a little bit of humectant, but it's a formula that is functional.
Davide, I think you should keep that being manufactured because I believe in the future we'll be more interested in hand sanitizer. Now, we only have about a half a minute. What are you doing now, Davide, to bring yourself joy and your family?
Myself joy is, I think, of course, you feel the responsibility for a lot of people working in Davide's and comfort zone. So my joy is to secure a future to the company. So to work hard to build a contingency plan. We build a contingency plan that changes completely the landscape of this 2020 and 2021. And so we are navigating through uncertainty in a safe way, so that now we secure the year. We ask for the community a complete engagement, and that is what gives me joy to be able to go through these very uncertain and chaotic times in a way as a servant for the community, and also as a servant for a greater good, and also for public institutions that at this time they come to us for help.
Well, I want to tell you, one of the things that brings me joy, Davide, is thinking about my time visiting your headquarters and that gorgeous village of Parma, where Parma cheese comes from. And my wonderful friend, Barbara Gavazzoli, who works with you, she rode her bike to dinner. She rode up in a bike with a basket on it. I think of those beautiful times. I think during this, we can reminisce on all the wonderful experiences we've had, right? And we can clean our faces and take care of our skin with Comfort Zone. Anyway, Davide, you're a champion. Keep up the good work. And everyone, Global Wellness Summit podcast, there's a whole episode about Comfort Zone. We filmed it, we taped it live in Singapore. So click on it, get a massage for your ears, and hear more about the company that Davide has created. Keep up the good work, Davide. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Kim.